Hello, internet world. You already know what it is. It's Mikey G.
And this is your boy, Mr. D1.
Yes, sir. And this is the Has-Beens, a.k.a. HB. You call me HB Mikey G, or Mikey G is all gravy.
Yeah, we can go with that.
Yeah, but it's Has-Beens. You already know. And we the North, shout out to T-Dot, shout out to Canada, shout out to everybody that we hold it down right now that gets that vibe. Right now we be talking about basketball, and before we do that, I just got shout out to everybody's born in the 1960s and the 1970s. I'm a 70s baby, so my brother over here, we 70s baby. Shout out to the 80s, crack baby 80s.
Why you have to say crack baby 80s, man?
I'm just saying. I'm just going with the slang. Let me do my thing with the slang, player.
Okay.
You feel me? Let me do my slang with, But yeah, man, shout out to, to my 90s babies, I say 1993, 94, pushing to 97 envelope, can't get to 98, 99.
But so basically you're saying 10 years old, you're a has-been.
10 years old? Nah. You got has-beens like when you finish like university or college or like graduate school, whatever you gotta do, and you get that paycheck, you're like, yeah, and then when you get the bills, and then after like half a year, and you just tired of those bills, you know what I mean? And you're like, yo, where's the growth? How do I eliminate these bills ASAP? There's a journey. It's a little journey with with your life.
Well, you're a has-been when you actually played in an adults league in your 30s.
Yo, I seen some guys, that they adult players playing with kids, they're scoring 30 points, moving, they're feeling nice, but you gotta realize, hey man, when the game is done, so it's the feeling.
You only retire when you hear things rip, pop, and break.
Yep. Shout out to my has-been basketball players who used to dunk and could barely touch the rim right now, man.
Heck, I'd be honestly lucky if I can even jump and shoot at the same time.
Yo, shout out to the people who used to dunk and now they have to do like sexy finger rolls. They just can't get up there no more, man. It's just gravity, bro. Father time, It
is definitely a magnetic force that you will never lose.
Yeah, gravity is intense, man. The older you get, you feel like you have magnets on the bottom of your feet. You just can't get up like you used to.
I think that has a lot to do with the diet. All that French toast and ackee and saltfish and sausages and bacon and eggs. Can't forget the syrup.
Oh yeah,
the maple syrup.
Oh yeah. Shout out to my people, who be taking, the natural stuff, that could slow you down a little bit. You know what I mean? But we talking about basketball right now.
Basketball, yes,
sir. We talking about the NBA Finals. Shout out to my NBA fans. Shout out to my Raptors. You already know what it is. We the North. Yeah, we vacating right now. But it's all good, man. We coming back next season. You already know, man.
I hope so.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta stay positive. Stay positive.
Most definitely. And we're gonna talk about what's going on in today's playoffs. With,
yes, sir. We talking about game one.
The Buckaroos against the Phoenix Suns.
Oh yes, the El Suns.
The El Suns?
Yeah, El Suns. I'm trying to be Spanish a little bit. El
Espanol Suns?
¿Qué?
¿Por qué?
¿Qué?
¿Qué pasa?
¿Eh? Moving on. Shout out to all my Spaniards.
Yeah. I mean, game one, it was a good run.
It was. This series is actually this whole NBA vibe. It's been kind of NCAA-ish. Your usual suspect you expect is gonna be there is not there, but the ratings are kind of moving up still. Like everybody's like they want to see what's the real outcome. Like it's not as what we thought it would be, but the fun factor's there, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to both teams, man. They're playing hard. They're going in. It's new for both of them, so you don't expect them to be, hot off the gate. You gotta feel each other out, you know what I mean? Like boxing.
It is definitely for who wants it more right now.
Believe that.
And for what I saw in game one, it just looks like, The Phoenix Suns is really bringing that heat.
Yep.
I mean, it looked like the deer is on the side of the road for roadkill, and they're roasted.
Well,
right now
the Bucks looking like they've been breaking off change a whole lot. I tell you that, because they came real short with this game, man. You know, like with the exception like Chris Middleton, like you know he got a lot of jump shots, man. He got a lot of jump shots this game, man. He had 26 J's, 26 shot attempts, and no free throws. You know what I mean? I get it, you know, like you gotta move a little different. I've been telling people like on the low, like you gotta get Middleton involved. You wanna, you know, compete. Greek Freak's not enough, man. Like you already know what type of moves Greek Freak's gonna be giving you. Premeditated as you could, you know, stop it or not, but you gotta have Chris Middleton that game, man. He has to bring that. The game has to, then the offense has to go through him. You know, that's what I get. But they don't have it right now. It looks like the Bucks don't have enough firepower. And the thing that's so crazy, the Phoenix Suns, their squad, they don't even use that much bench players. You know what I mean? So
they're just young and full of fun.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So you gotta you know, give it to the Suns and shout out to the Phoenix Suns for real, man. Like this is NBA Finals, so you know, everybody knows the Raptors beat the North, but at the same time, gotta give credit to, you know, when credit's due. You know, the Phoenix Suns been disrespected all year. They're number 2 in the Western Conference. You know what I mean? And the whole year, we talk about the, you know, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, the Lakers repeating and talking about the Kawhi Leonard and the Paul George Clippers. You know what I mean? The Embiid and the Sixers, the Celtics, you name it. Nobody was talking about the Phoenix Suns. You know what I mean? Even mans were talking about the Denver Nuggets over the Phoenix Suns. You know what I mean? Phoenix Suns is probably the most disrespected, you know, favorite team in the NBA Finals ever. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's because Phoenix is more of a run and gun swing man. They don't really have a big man besides DeAndre there. You know, he's a good center. He's a very versatile. He's very, very quick.
Yeah.
He reminds me, I wouldn't say he's like a Kevin Durant, but he's just as fast as Durant. He really runs up and down the floor very, very well. Very defensive. And him and Chris Paul, man, that continuity, that connection, that they're just on point when it comes to pick and rolls and getting alley-oops. And Chris Paul has just been amazing, man. He's just been hitting some shots like he was back on the Clipper days, man.
Yeah, man.
He's been really, really hitting some serious 3-point shots, but it just seems like
4 for 7.
Yeah, it's just like no matter what Chris Paul does, it just seems to work, and he's just the real nucleus around the rest of the team right now, and it really shows that he's definitely the captain of the ship. You know,
but definitely, you know, he just came on the team this year. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. With him doing what he's doing on this team, it really makes his legacy or whatever he's trying to do look better. You know what I mean? Like, he's quarterbacking, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, you're right. Him and Aiden, they have a nice 1-2 punch. You know, Aiden, they're patient. You know what I mean? And at the same time, you know, with Devin Booker, you know, being the emerging star that he is, he's been balling.
Guy. I mean, have y'all seen those clips of him in the offseason?
Yo, Booker's been booking, man. You know what I mean? Straight up, Booker has been
taking
booking.
Their lunch, buddy.
Believe that.
Else. He cannot be stopped.
Believe that.
He cannot be stopped.
I'm telling you that he has a Mamba mentality. You know what I mean? So that mixed with Chris Paul and a legit big man of Aiden, you know what I mean? And shout out to real talk. Man, don't even talk about him. Barely talk about him. But Cameron Payne, I ain't gonna lie, I'm rooting for that guy. That guy is like the underdog of underdogs. Okay, like this guy's been all over the world, man. This guy's been balling. I swear he's been traveling to different cities and continents like Patrick Beverly, bro. Even worse. You know what I mean? This guy coming with a chip on. I'd never seen him with such a chip on his shoulder. Like he playing like he belonged this situation. You know what I mean? 10 points in 16 minutes off the bench. He didn't get any dimes, but guess what? They didn't need him to get dimes tonight. You know what I mean? He came aggressive. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, when it comes to these moments, you gotta shout out to the people who are ready, you know, for these moments. You know what I mean? Like, I see man. Like, I see Booker. Like, he went out swinging. He went out the way he's supposed to do. He was 8 for 21. Yeah, was he off? Yeah, but he went to the line. He hit 10 free throws. He was 10 for 10. You know what I mean? He was off with the shot a little bit, but again, you know, when the team comes with a game plan, it's all about the team who execute the most. The Phoenix Suns came and they delivered, you know, game 1. So they got 3 more to go. Right now, it looks like Bucks feel like they got 10 more. They got to win 10 games. You know what I mean, to win this series. So, shout out to the Phoenix Suns and Bucks, man. You gotta step your game up. You gotta look at that.
If
the film, bro.
I think if Jay Holiday.
You mean Drew Holiday? Yeah, Drew Holiday, man.
Yeah,
shout
Jay
out to
Holiday.
Shout out to the liqueur that we be sipping on right now. You feel me? It
I'm
gives
sorry.
that little buzz.
Y'all thought I was talking about the artist, Jay Holiday? I mean, Drew.
Oh,
starts
you
with a
talking
J.
about in my bed? Nah. No bed talks right
No,
now. We
no,
talking
no.
about basketball,
Hey.
my brother.
If he does not have, I think he's more marquee in this series compared to Mr. Middleton. You know, I mean, he's gonna put up
Word.
his numbers, but he's having a hard time on the offensive end right now.
Yeah,
And
man. He went 4 for 14, 0
Can-
for 4 from 3-point.
if he can have a strong game against Chris Paul, yeah, I think they can really make it a competitive series, man.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes, like, and that's the thing, like, I think Drew Holiday needs to get the ball in the post, man. Like, I remember back in the day, he was a nice post player. Like, he used to get a lot of buckets in front of, like draw fouls. Like, I don't see any situations right now the Bucks are putting pressure on the backcourt of Phoenix. You know what I mean? Like, the coach, that coach, I ain't gonna lie, man. The Bucks coach, he got, I don't know, bro. I don't know. His plays, you question it, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like you see mismatches on the opposition, no plays of exposing them. You know what I mean? It's going like, we're just going through Greek Freak. It's going through, like, I don't get it. Like, you trying to say that Chris Paul could cover Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday in the post?
Well,
With his old ass?
Well, it's just that, I mean, Milwaukee's not really a half-court team. They're more fast-paced, just like Phoenix.
I dig.
It's just that Phoenix is just a faster team. They're
faster, but what happened to basketball IQ? Like, back in the day, I remember back in the day, like, shout out to, like, Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, the Detroit Pistons. Like, I just came because this is where the has-been mentality comes. Because when you're a has-been, you have a lot of history in that brain, bro. You know what I mean? I just came up with something that's real quick, bro. But anyhow, I was talking about the Pistons back in the day when they beat the LA Lakers, but not just them beating the LA Lakers, just the squad that they had. You know what I mean? They had Billups, they had Hamilton, they had Rasheed Wallace, they had both Wallaces, and Tayshaun Prince. Like, they weren't the most athletic team in the league, but they were dominating because the coach, Flip Saunders, I remember with that team, they took their time and just looked at the opposition's mismatches and weaknesses, and they just exposed them every play. And they said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Make the opposition team fix the problem.
You know what? I don't need to get off topic real quick about the game, but I saw something very interesting when the Phoenix Suns went on the run and they would show people in the crowd. Shout out to that dude who had that throwback Kevin Johnson Phoenix Suns jersey. Wow.
You talking about Kevin Johnson? You talking about Kevin Johnson that dunked on a Hakeem Olajuwon and one on your chest?
Hakeem the Dream? Yes.
Kevin Johnson?
Yep.
You talking about Kevin Johnson dunking on Hot Rod Williams and riding his back like a Billy Bronco? Kevin Johnson?
That same guy. I mean,
okay.
Shout out to that dude that wore that jersey, because I was like, wow.
That's throwback, if you know that. It rhymed. You better hold that. Believe that, man. But yeah, man, you're right, man. This is but that's the type of energy you getting from this final, man. You didn't see that.
And something you never saw or heard before.
What's that,
actually?
bro?
Phoenix Suns have been playing a lot of throwback '90s rap.
Yo,
a lot of it, man.
Yo, it's
I
that home cooking.
I know I heard that Wu-Tang Triumph in there, and then I was hearing. I think the only thing I was missing, I didn't hear was like, what's that dude's name? Red Cafe. You know, like I'm ill. I wish I heard that.
Yeah. Yo, I'm because they know, yo, because yo, the person doing the music on that team in that organization, he has to be a has-been. How you know about them tracks, man?
Anytime they do a serious dunk, you hear Onyx Slam.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Whoever's doing that is around our age group. You feel me? Whoever. Shout out to the music man in that building. For Phoenix, you ain't know, man. You could tell he's a has-been.
I honestly felt like it was a real throwback, like NBA Live, not even NBA 2K, NBA Live.
NBA Live, anything. NBA Live 90s,
so-and-so. You popped in the CD in the stereo.
Yep.
And you just turned on the stupid volume on the TV because the music was whack.
Yep.
On the, the Genesis.
Yep.
And the PS.
Yep. Man, yo, again, man, like this is where you get over here in HB land over here. You know what I mean? Shout out to the liqueur that's making us feel the buzz and had this conversation flowing. You know?
Yeah, I mean, something's missing though. I mean, we have the drink, but we ain't got the munchie.
Well,
I don't know. We gotta work on that.
Well, and you know what?
Has been budget.
You know, when the has-been budget gets bigger, and that will be very soon. I'd like to say, you know, like, the Milwaukee Bucks, they do have a chance for game 2. The game 1 was a wrap. That was a Rizzy. Like, not to say that Jay Crowder is like a big time player. Like, he's impactful for the Phoenix Suns. He's impactful for anybody. But the man only scored 1 point. You know what I mean? The man did not play well at all. You know what I mean? And it's not even trying to diss him, but when the man scored 1 point in 32 minutes, 0 for 8, 0 for 5 from 0 for 8 from the field and 0 for 5 from 3-point, and 1 for 2. That means his game was not even there.
I like to see him and PJ Tucker like defend each other. That looks like a heavyweight. That looks like a heavyweight championship.
It'll be a slug match, but just for him to play that bad, and they still, yo, man, you need to rethink some things here. You know what I mean? Like, is he gonna be playing that bad in game 2? I doubt it. You know what I mean? Is Booker gonna have? Is there a chance that Booker's have a better game next game? I'm pretty confident that he will. You know what I mean? So the Bucks gotta be. Yo, that coach, I want to name his name. Like, I don't need to tell his name. You know what I mean? We from Toronto. I don't need to respect them. You know what I mean? But their coach, he needs to work on his P's and Q's, man. Like, if he needs to go to NBA, play NBA 2K and watch some plays, you know what I mean? Go and check it out. You could do that, you know what I mean? A whole lot of access, you know what I mean? But that's not good enough, bro. You know, so that's what I recommend. Get back to the game plan and find something new, man, because they ain't gonna look too good for game 2 for the Bucks if they come out like that, man. You know, so that's how I feel about that, my brother.
He doesn't like to even use the TH. In brother.
Nah, not brother. Bravo. You know what I mean? This is hair on flow right now, you know?
What?
Oh yeah, hair on flow.
I know what that is.
That's 1970 talk. You feel me? Dolomite, Superfly. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, so
has been singer.
Yeah.
He has lost it.
It's all good, man. It's all good. But you know, if you guys are vibing this, you know, press the like, you know, press the share button, press the notification, send a comment, write something.
You're forgetting the most important thing.
Please tell me.
It's the subscribe.
Subscribe, please. Subscribe to the vibe. Subscribe to the vibe. Woo! Believe that. Yo, man, so you hear that? Don't take it. You know what I mean? That's a nice one right there. But please do subscribe, man. You already know what it is. Game 1. What's your predictions for Game 2?
At this rate, I think Phoenix can pull it off. I can see it's going to be more competitive, but definitely it's going to be 2-0 Phoenix. That's my take.
I think the Bucks, they're going to be down by down 2 games. It's halfway. It's going to be halfway point. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel that Phoenix Suns, they're going to get better. I think, whatever some players on the team that struggled, I don't think they're going to struggle that much in the second game. It's up for Milwaukee Bucks to make these adjustments. And I don't know, when you play really bad, sometimes you play better, but it's just that you played so bad the first game. You need like a couple, 1-2 games to get over that hump. And I don't know if they're going to be able to bounce back. They were able to figure out what they did wrong in Game 1 enough to get over the hump for Game 2. You know what I mean? So I predict another Phoenix Suns win. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody, who be listening right now. But this is our predictions, from the HB point of view. Please subscribe. Again, my man, what he said, subscribe to get the vibe. You know what I mean? But this is a Rizzo. It's a rap. Shout out to my Raptors. Shout out to my North brothers and my North sisters. We the North. You already know what it is.
And it's the children. All about the kids too.
Yup.
Man.
Shout out to all my old folks. Shout out to all my basketball coaches, all my basketball trainers who try to help the kids and try to relive their youth through the kids. Shout out to everybody who got kids.
Actually, you know what? I like to shout out somebody. Shout out to Coach Ramage, man. I mean, he's out here hustling and doing his thing as a coach.
Word.
Well, we gotta get him on the show one day, man.
Hell yeah, we gotta get him on this thing, But yeah, straight up, shout out to my boy Coach Ramage. You already know what you're doing. Everybody knows. Who don't know who Coach Ramage is, you'll know soon. The man who know him, you know
covered.
What type of man.
He's covered. That
cloud is
work. Covered.
He put in that work. We shout out people that don't expect people to be shout out for him. Especially on this platform. They ain't no disgrace or discrimination in our blood, man. We just try to get this thing in and just. It's all about creating positive vibes. You know what I mean? Support each other. And that's it, bro.
Has-beens united.
Believe that, bro. But till then, man, we signing off. Shout out to my partner in crime, HBD1. It's your boy HB Mikey G. Has-beens, if you forget, please don't. And we out, man. Signing out.
Cheer.
Rah!